Oh, hello. We're here. Yeah, we're here. How is everyone doing? We're gonna be doing a fun little seed draft for my fundraiser stream because I was gonna do Radical Red and then I noticed that the new one was out and I didn't really feel like restarting, so we're gonna do this instead. I just got a Discord, so you can join that Discord if you want. And that's where I'll host tournaments like this. And I figured since some people had already joined the Discord, I would host a little tournament with the people who joined. So yeah, pretty good. Cool. So I'm already getting the teams rather of everyone, which is great. I'm gonna have to remember who is who. This is. We got 8 people playing their freaking games. Save. This is. So I got 2 people. I got more people. Oh my god, hello. Right. You are streaming. I suppose I should share the stream, so give me a second. Everyone's doing well. Everyone's having a good day. Fine, good. More people. Oh, whoa. Alright, there we go. There. Woo! Cool. Alright. So, yeah, I'm basically just here collecting everyone's teams. They're currently randomizing all their teams. So, yeah, it's a fun time. Alright, this is Frandy's. We'll reveal all the teams momentarily. Just need to save them all. Frandy. And again, these are all people who are going to be competing today, or people who are in my Discord server. So if you want to be able to do this at some point on the Discord server, it's in the description. How many people do we have? Is Arena Trap allowed? No, because we are going off this. Right, so draft teams. What's going on? Oh my god, there's people. Hello, Jesus Christ. Hi. Alright, we got viewers and shit. I guess I gotta like start performing. So what I'm doing right now, I probably should have done this first, but I'm just sorting some logistical stuff out. And then we'll go through the teams in a second. Frandy. Yeah, we're having a good time. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if people are interested in it. I'm already kind of learning right now that I should have done some of the logistical stuff before hitting start stream. So it is. Ponytail. Zayn gave me those as well. Who are we missing? Who are we missing? Missing one person, and then we get who are we missing? I just need to make a double check on who's not here. So we are waiting on one person. That one person is who? Let's find out together. Who's the little sneaky scum? Fabian, Cryptic. Cryptic is the person missing. Waiting on you. Oh, never mind. Alright, he did post it, or they did post it. So that's Cryptic. That's everybody. Okay, so we got full teams that we get to show everyone. I'm really sorry that that took a little bit, but here we are. We're sorting our shit out. Everything's fine. So let's look at these teams really quickly, and by that I mean I'm going to this way. I'm going to live stream this way, and we are going to go over yonder. Wow, look at that. Okay, so we have all the teams here, and for those of whom are on the stream, I should probably say this at the bottom of the thing. Teams for each person are below their name. We got a Great Tusk team from Dino with a Volcanion and a Flittle, which is funny. We have a Ting Lu team from Fabian, Scizor, Pyroar, Jolteon's a nice one. We have a Zapdos team from Frandy. This is an interesting team. I like this team a lot, albeit it's quite weak to Stealth Rocks. We have Fidel with a pretty solid team, albeit, you know, a Dartrix isn't particularly great, but everyone has the one silly one on this thing. And, you know what, I'm a huge Carving fan, so I dig it. Ponytail has the Gardevoir, so it's already my favorite team. But it also has an Ursaluna, so we got 2 Ursalunas here, I think. Yeah, 2 Ursalunas here. And we have Zayn as well. We have Pokedet with the Dragapult team, and then we have Cryptic, who I can't actually show the full team, can I? Or can I? Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, so that's Cryptic's full team. So great. We're going to, so how this is going to work, tune into the stream to listen to the rules. Okay, so here are the rules. So you can only use those 6 Mons because that's how Pokemon Draft League works. But essentially how I'm going to do it is I'm going to put on a 10-minute timer, and that timer is going to be for 10 minutes. Now, we're going to do 2 games. No, I feel like we should do 1 game at a time, which I know is going to take a while, but I did say this would take a little bit because I want to be able to commentate every single game. So what I think I'm going to do is I think we're going to randomize the bracket first, and then whoever's at the top of the bracket will be the first game to play, and they'll have 10 minutes, and they can start building. When I'm watching that game and commentating that game, I'll start running a timer for the second game. And then when I'm watching the second game, I'll start running a timer for the third game, and I'll have the timer up on the live stream, so you can like follow along. I'm not going to be super like strict about this sort of thing. Like generally speaking, like just be fair, like don't cheat. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. The games can be played on dl.psim ideally, if someone can link that in the Discord, because it's just easier to find people there. Oh, the mic seems muffled. Spicy. Look at that.
Hold up. Is that better? Look at that. Okay. Hopefully people can still hear me. Is that better? Is the mic better? Sorry, I was looking at chat as I was explaining things because I am awful. Someone give me a yes. Someone give me some level of approval, please. Oh, the stream's a bit lagged, isn't it? All right. Anyway, it's fixed. I'm pretty sure it's fixed. All right. So speed tour. So those are the rules. We'll randomize the brackets so you all can see who you're playing, and then what we'll do is first. So we'll just run a 10-minute timer. We'll analyze the matchup live. And then when the second game is happening, we'll run another 10-minute timer for the second game, and another 10-minute timer for the third game, and another 10-minute timer for the fourth game as the previous game is happening. Does that make sense? And then in terms of Terra captains, what we'll do is every single round you can choose a new Terra captain on your team based on your matchup, and it can be of any type. But you have to declare at the start of your game before, at team preview, what Pokemon you've decided to make your Terramon for that game. Does that make sense to everybody? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Yeah, God, the stream is so lagged behind, but hopefully it's fine. All right, so since the stream is lagged behind, I don't really know what to do when the stream lagged behind. I think we'll have to just check is stream settings. It says normal latency. That's what latency means, right? Stream health. All right, I guess we're just, whatever. The stream's a bit lagged behind, but just keep it to the timer of the stream. That'll be fine. We'll make it work, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's take a look at the bracket stuff. Everyone seems to have taken a nice sip of water with my new mic change. So yeah, cool. Let's start the speed tour, y'all. Let's frickin' start the speed tour. So what we're going to do, give me a second, is we are going to randomize the bracket, which means we're going to bracket randomizer. And I'm just gonna click whatever Google tells me exists. Challenge, I love challenge. Okay, tournament name, 8-man speed draft. I'm gonna say player speed draft. Bracket size. Alright, so we got 8 people. Paldeadex draft, yes. We have 8 people. Those 8 people are Zayn, Dino, Ponytail, Fidel, Frandy, Pokedet, Pokedet, Fabian, and Cryptic. Alright, and we will randomize the seeds and generate Pokemon. And we'll generate the bracket and go from there. Look at this. Oh baby. That's the bracket, y'all. Alright. So that means the first game is going to be Zayn versus Fidel, followed by Frandy versus Pokedet, Ponytail versus Fabian, and Cryptic versus Dino. So I'm going to let everyone take a moment to make note of who they're playing. I'm going to stay on this screen for just a little bit, but know that Zayn and Fidel, your timer is going to start very soon to start building, and then everyone else's timer will start with the battle before them. So you could just chill, hang out, watch before you start building. That's what we'll do. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this really quick just to get timer up so that everyone can see. Timer. Cool. Amazing. 10 minutes. You want to see some fancy timer shit? Look at that. Yeah, cool. So, what we're going to do is Zayn versus Fidel is the first game. But everyone's made note of who their opponents are, right? So Zayn versus Fidel is the first game. And we are going to analyze the Zayn versus Fidel matchup as we start the thing. Let me just make sure. Let me just move this over here. Cool. Yeah, game, whatever. So, alright. Timer starts now for Zayn and Fidel to start building. We're going to take a look at this matchup and see how we think it looks. So let's add image. Zayn. We got Zayn here. And we have Fidel here. And obviously you all are encouraged to come up with some fun sets, come up with some interesting stuff. We have an Ursulina versus a Heatran match here. So that'll be very interesting. Interesting. Well, I don't want to say too much about what I think should come as much as I just want to make note of fun little things. Like, Arcanine is a great Pokemon. I do love Arcanine. I mean, you all in the chat can say stuff if you want. But I'm curious sort of how everyone's feeling about this matchup here as the timer runs down. Very spooky, very scary. I don't know. What will we do? Let's take a look. I opened this thing up just because I wanted to. Let's find out. Over here. So we're gonna watch like a random draft league game. This is, oh, never mind. This draft league game's over. That's what we're gonna have to do. Alright, hold on a minute. Let's do some stuff. Let's move this thing down, first of all. So this is a matchup that exists. What does everyone think of Ursulina this gen? Is it good? Is it bad? How do we feel about Ursulina this gen? Is it a good Pokemon? Is it a bad Pokemon? How does everyone feel? I don't know. Curious. Oops. Let me also move this over here, just so I can see that. Let me see if I can also, I'm also going to screenshot the bracket just so everyone knows who's playing who and when. So Zayn and Fidel. Now I know Zayn. Zayn is a very good player. And it's going to be interesting to see how he does, because I just know he's a good fucking player. I feel like the Ursaluna team has a lot more well-rounded of a team. You know what? I do agree. I think Zayn's team is a little bit more well-rounded. I'm very excited to see Zangoose, because I really miss Zangoose in draft. I think it's a mon that like used to get a lot of love and used to get a lot of praise and support, and now it really doesn't. And I think it should. It's a good Pokemon. But yeah, like this, I think there is a little bit of a power mismatch here between the top and the bottom team. But the thing about the bottom teams is they're all incredibly versatile Pokemon. They're all mons that can do a lot of different stuff. I guess except Dartrix. I don't really know what Dartrix does. But make Dartrix and do something. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like it's a mon. There's a lot of versatility to this team on the bottom. So I'm interested to see what they do. And like PPL has showed us that like Lokix is a monster and things. So maybe Lokix is going to do something. Reminder to you all as the timer ticks down is as we like, you know, do stuff that it's interesting to watch the stream. So it's a it's like a 13-second delay on the stream. Good to know. Yeah. Anyway, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it's kind of sad how good we thought Ursulina would be before Gen 9 came out with Broken Pokemon. Now it's heavily overshadowed, kind of like a fusion between Diggersby and Conkeldurr, so pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. I think it's a good Fatmon as well. Like, I think Lokix has one mode, yeah, but Terra Lokix is broken. Also, keep in mind that Terra can change these matchups completely, right? Like, some people are in the chat saying that Heatran is a bad matchup, but you make Heatran the Terra captain, maybe it doesn't, you know? So there's a lot of different routes that both players can go with this matchup. Let's see. Let's go here and fuck right off. Fresh? I don't know. let's while we have the time, while we're taking a look at this, let's do like our own little speed draft. Let's have some fun, right? So I'll keep the matchup here on the bottom if anyone wants to talk about the matchup, but I just want to see what would happen if I made my own speed draft. You know what? Like, I saw it and I didn't actually do it myself. I'm just hosting the tournament, so I mean, come on now. Maybe it's fun. Maybe we can do something. I'll leave the timer up here. We're gonna make our own speed draft. Why? Because I'm the GOAT. All right. This is not, or is this? I thought it was speed draft. Main format. There we go. Okay. So yes, what are we gonna do? I think we're gonna start off with Iron Moth, because Iron Moth seems like the best one here. Rillaboom. Iron Moth Rillaboom seems like a great team. I like Palmot here. Revival Blessing's allowed, right? I feel like I would choose Palmot in this instance. Itzer is a good one. Plus you could run Terrain Pulse with the Grass Terrain, if that's even allowed, I don't know. Lycanroc, I suppose, for hazards. And, oh, there's the full team. Look at that. And then, all these are terrible. Rufflet. Rufflet's broken. That's my team, y'all. What do we think? Am I good at this game? Am I good? Hey, come on. That's a Rufflet on the right. How's the draft tournament going? Well, we haven't had any games yet. Still got the timer for building, so we'll see how it goes. But once the timer's up, we're gonna have our first game, and then we're gonna run the timer again for our second round of players, and we're just gonna keep going. So, yes. But for now, we're just doing the timer for Zayn, Goose, and Fidel, who have teams at the bottom left of your screen right now. And yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, the fact that someone has Terrapult is kind of crazy. I would have picked Mola instead of Palmot. You know what? I think I would have too. Mola's one of those mons that, like, it's one of those mons where, like, it's kind of better this gen. Like, it's seeing a lot of usability this gen, but it lost Scald, it lost Toxic, it lost Knockoff. Like, I can't feel like it's great. I mean, I did lose to it in PPL, but I didn't feel like I really lost to it. I feel like I lost to other things. So, I don't know, it's hard to say. We have a good amount of viewers right now, so if anyone, you know, here has the funds or ability to do so, reminder that this stream is a fundraiser stream, so I'm currently raising money for my orchiectomy and some other gender-affirming surgeries that I'm looking to get. So if you have the means, it would mean the world to me if anyone could donate to that GoFundMe. We've reached a pretty big goal, which is to pay for one of the surgeries themselves, but there's still funds surrounding getting to the surgery, setting up the consultation, paying sort of extra type of bills and things like that. As well as, you know, having to be home resting for like 2 weeks instead of working, which will be sort of a financial hit for me as well. So if anyone has the means to donate just to cover those expenses, that would mean the world to me. The other surgery I'm trying to get is FFS, but that's a little bit more long-term, a little bit more longer term of a goal, but the fundraiser in the description is also for that. So it's the first link. You should see 3 links in the chat. You should see like the donation link, then you should see like the Discord link, which you should totally join my Discord if you haven't joined my Discord, because I might host things like this more often. Probably not as much this month because I have my dissertation, but definitely next month. And then there's also just been a nice community. I set up the Discord last night and like 50 people have joined, and I think a lot of people are talking and having a good time, and it's a pretty good community. So come join, come hang out, get notified about all things Addison, or just hang out with the new community you may have not met before. So yeah, and then the other link is to the speed draft thing if anyone wants to do it themselves. So yep, that's what's happening. That's where we're at. So yeah, if anyone has the means to donate, it would really mean the world to me. I mean, I do these streams because I'm having fun, but also like I'm a busy bitch. So I mean, I do these streams also to hopefully get, you know, the GoFundMe to keep rolling. Thank you. I really appreciate it. yeah, I'm very happy I changed my name legally. It makes things a lot easier. I actually just got my first prescription. Anyway, the time is up. So Zayn and Fidel hop into a game. Hop into the game. Hop into a game on DL and put it in the server. Do it. Please. Fidel, Zayn. Bloop. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional streamer. I'm so good at this. Yep. So let's get into this match. If someone can post it in, you know, the server, that'd be awesome. Post that link so we can watch it, see how it goes. We'll go from there. So. Just waiting on a link. And then we will start the timer for who's next? Frandy and Pokedet. So once I start hitting the timer, again, Frandy and Pokedet can go, and I'm gonna basically start the timer when we're watching this Zayn game. So, yep. Just gonna wait. They're in the Discord right now, getting it set up so that they can play. It'll be a good time. It'll be a great time. Fun little game, hopefully. So, yeah. Hope everyone's enjoying this so far. I mean, now that we're gonna get games, hopefully people are gonna enjoy it more. But we got quite a few viewers, which is awesome. So, hello, I'm Addison. I don't know. I'm glad I've been streaming a little bit more because I used to. Well, I still am really nervous doing these streams because I don't get to like do like takes or anything. This is just me raw and unfiltered, and I don't really understand why me raw and unfiltered is something that people enjoy, but apparently it is. So I'm glad that the nerves have worn off a little bit in terms of streaming and just feeling a little bit unprepared in that sense. But I definitely feel a little bit more good. dl.psim.us. Hopefully Fidel is on the server. Heads up that you need to be on dl.psim.us. Just both if you refresh. For some reason they're not finding each other, even though their names are both literally in the freaking thing. Actually, Zayn's is, but not Fidel's. So, but maybe Fidel is a different name. Who knows? Oh yeah, we still got tons of time on this music. How's the music for everybody? Is everyone enjoying the music? Oh my god, hello. I watched your ears become one of my faves in that time. Oh, thank you. So what's up, Kiloboom? It's been a while. Just trying to get into this game. Yeah, here we go. Fidel's now online. So we should be getting in a game in just a couple seconds, and we are going to start the... You know what? We're going to start the 10-minute timer. I'm going to start it now. I'm going to start the 10-minute timer for our good pals. So remember, at the start of your game, you need to declare which Pokemon you've chosen as your Terra captain, but remember it is open Terra, so yeah. But the timer has started for Frandy and who's the other one? And Pokedet. Timer started, so you know, start building, you little bitches. All right, we got a game. Let's take a look at this. I'm gonna make sure the timer stays under me. Great. Yeah. Let the timer go under you all. So Zayn has declared that it's Terra Ursaluna. Fidel is Terra Lokex. Interesting. So I actually thought it would be Terra Heatran based on this matchup because someone identified in chat that Heatran kind of sucks here, and I kind of agree. Heatran's kind of shit. So I was interested to see if they would try and circumvent that by putting a Terra type on it, or if they would try and make a different Mon better by just making it a stronger Terra. Like, I think Low Kicks has one of the strongest matchups. So yes, this is the first game. So it's always the question of, do you Terra the Mon that is the best matchup, or do you Terra the Mon that is the worst matchup to like even your team out a little bit? I think that's a big question headed into this. But Low Kicks versus Arcanine, this is a favorable lead for Zayn, but Fidel goes for U-turn, which is a very bold play because Arcanine, I think, naturally outspeeds. But it looks to be bulkier Arcanine, so a bold play that definitely worked out, and Ironhead isn't even going to be fucking KOing, which is crazy. And Fidel's going to get a spike out of that, which is really fucking sick. So look at that. I don't really know who's ahead at this point. Obviously, a spike is up, and it affects every member of Zayn's team, and he can't get rid of it. But it's 6-5, so yeah, that U-turn is very strong because it's a Low Kicks, which means it's Tinted Lens, which means it's not resisted. So yeah. Yeah, this is turning out to be a fun game so far. It is Leftovers Arcanine too, so I wonder if it was some kind of dedicated lead. Low Kicks is going to come right back out, so he has the option to Terra this right now, and we'll see where it goes. It could be Terra Water, it's Terra Bug, so we're going to see U-turn come out and just literally raw KO an Arcanine from 90%. This Mon is so stupid. It's like me, like, I have to, like, look, like, if I play Mephisto and play House of PPL, that's going to be a matchup I have to think about. Oh, is Arcanine my, Low Kicks resist? Nope, definitely not. So, alright, we're down 5-5, and a Terra Bug Low Kicks exists, which is horrifying. So, Terra is a balanced thing. Fidel's going to go for U-turn on the Alolan Raichu and just raw take it out. So this is just U-turn the team from Fidel right now. And we're going to see what comes out. I mean, Arcanine is gone, and so is Raichu, but Zayn still has a Haxorus, and still has a Ursaluna to toy with, which is particularly fun and interesting. But I think, this is Low Kicks' game to lose. This is a tough game for Zayn right now, because he technically doesn't ever resist this thing, even with Arcanine, but now he especially doesn't ever resist this thing. And just bug moves look incredible here. Who has ever looked at a Draft League game and said, you know what type really looks good here? Is bug. Like, let's spam that Banded X Scissor. I don't think anyone's ever said that. We're gonna see the Protect here, so this could be Flame Orb. It is. So this is good and bad, because I think to some extent, Zayn might be able to... Terra Steel. Okay. So it's interesting to see what Zayn's going to go for here, because Heatran could come in, Dartrix comes in on the Trailblaze, which doesn't do a ton. So this could be like a Violate. Facade comes off, takes the KO, and now the question is what comes in next. It could be Low Kicks to First Impression, but it's Tornadus instead, which does guaranteed outspeed, so this makes sense. And Fidel could go for a Heat Wave here if he has it, but I'm not sure if he would have it based on this matchup. We see Foul Play. That's not going to KO, so Facade's going to pick it off. And Ursaluna is doing Ursaluna things. So, can someone explain what's going on? Joey's not hosting a tourney. I'm hosting a tourney for my donation stream thing. So, yeah. The format was made by PokeaimMD, and I'm just crediting him in the title and the thing. I literally was just talking to him earlier today and asked him permission to do this. So he has my full, he gave me his full support. He said, Addison, I love you. You're the greatest person I've ever met. Draft League, appreciates you. He said all those things. He definitely said all those things. No, I love Joey. Joey's a great guy. He's especially great because he let me use this. Albeit it's public, so I don't necessarily know if I need to ask him or anything, but just did out of respect since he literally just did this yesterday. And I was inspired. I was like, I could do Radical Red, or I could do, the other thing. So this is going to come out on a balloon, which makes sense. It does stop the Haxorus and the Ursaluna, so I guess in that sense it has a decent matchup. But the balloon's going to get popped, and the giraffe rig is going to click Earthquake, which is kind of incredible. If this misses, we might see a giraffe rig take out a Heatran, but it gets fully paralyzed. Holy shit, what a turn. And now this gets fully paralyzed. It gets taken out with Earthquake. What a series of turns. Holy shit. That's incredible. Wow. So now the question is, does this Lukix just clean up? Or, you know, how long till the new Radical Red update? It already did come out. I had already started with the previous one, so I didn't want to restart. I was like, I'd rather do something draft related. Just something that, honestly, I don't want to screw with emulators or anything like that, which is nice. This is going to come right out, so it's going to reveal Dragon Claw, and what's interesting about this is I'm not sure if Zangoose can take on a Lukix. This might be a speed tie at the end of the day. What is Lukix's speed? 92? I think Zangoose's is 90. So we're going to see Facade come off here, but now the question is, you know, does he lose to Quick Attack? What's the move here? Is Sucker Punch going to come off? Quick Attack? Oh my god. It's a 0-0. Our first game is a 0-0, y'all. Where Fidel wins the game in a tight match where Lukix just kind of did things. Terra Lukix is absolutely nutty. So good game to Fidel, good game to Zayn. I think both players played very well. I really enjoyed like the Earthquake tech on Giraffe Rig. I think the Protect Quick Attack Zangoose is always a fun thing to see, but it wasn't able to pick off the KO against Lukix. With just a little bit more chip, it would have been able to do it. But what a first game. That's incredible. So good game to both of them. I know both of them literally just said in chat, oh, I played like shit. But like, this is a for fun tournament, and this is definitely like an amazing first game, to be honest, y'all. So yeah. All right. So the timer's going down for Frandy and Pokedet. But we have Zayn moving on to the semifinals, which will be interesting for sure. And then they're going to play the winner of this next game, Frandy versus Pokedet. So when Frandy versus Pokedet happens, that is when I will run the timer for Ponytail and Fabian to start building. That'll be during the course of the previous game. Hopefully that makes sense to people, but that was a really good game. I really appreciate it and all those things. So this is going great so far. I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying this. So yeah. Got a minute left on the timer. The setup wasn't necessarily limiting as much as it just was like, you know, a bit. It was just some things I forgot to sort out that I need to sort out. But did I say Poketail? I said Ponytail. Come on now. I think it's just because I said Pokedet. Everyone has like Poke names. Everyone's like Poke this, Poke that. If you are watching the stream, be sure to give it a like to boost its engagement. I would really appreciate it. If you know you're able to donate to my little thing, my GoFundMe. It's in the description. We're gonna get on to the next game. Fidel is gonna move on and play Zayn, or Fidel just played Zayn and won in a 0-0 match. That's absolutely incredible. So the timer is going to be ticking down, and we're going to get to see this next game happen between Frandy and Pokedet. So time's up. Let's get into the match. And just to you know, save some time and stuff, I am going to actually start the 10-minute timer literally in like a minute. So Ponytail and Fabian, get ready to start building when I start pressing this timer and make it happen. So yeah, Frandy and Pokedet, please get into your match. And what we're going to do is we are going to start the timer for Ponytail and Pokedet. We're going to start that in 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Alright, we started. So yeah, we got Frandy up next. Let's see where Frandy's at. No Frandy's thing. Oh, we're literally in the game. Nope, just kidding. That's the game we just had. Alright. Should get into the game relatively soon, hopefully. They're just finding each other on the Pokemon battle site. The Pokemon battle site. That's where everyone's finding each other. Oh my god, hello. Get into it. Still waiting for them to find each other. Should probably put this below me a little bit. How's everyone's days going? I was supposed to do dissertation work today. I wasn't able to. My brain just didn't work, so I figured I'd do this, so at least I did something out of my day. And tomorrow then I'm going to go to the library and crank out a bunch of dissertation work, which will be very hard because I find out who I'm playing in PPL playoffs tomorrow, so that'll be an interesting thing to find out. The very last game of the season is being played tonight between Jack and Nexus, and that game, not to spoil the other games, but that game is going to determine quite a lot. So yeah, and then the other thing that some people might not know is that in the PPL you get to choose your opponent. So if you're the top seed, you get to choose who you play from all the other seeds below you, and then the second seed gets to choose who they play from all the other seeds below them. So if I'm seed number 1 and PokeAim seed number 2, I can just pick PokeAim, or I could pick seed number 8. It doesn't matter. I could pick whoever I want if I'm seed number 1. So yeah, it's an interesting playoff situation. Frandy and Pokedet, please get your booties in the thing. No, it's not Terra Preview. It's, you just announce which mon you've decided to make your Terra captain. But no, it's all good. You probably weren't watching the first game, to be fair. So hope you reach your goal. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go. We got a game. So the timer's still running for Ponytail, so just heads up. All right, Terra Captain Pult versus Terra Captain Zapdos. It's literally fucking happening. It's so fucking funny. All right, let's take a look at this matchup. Got a Mesprit against Reboot. So Reboot is really scary, but it's honestly, I think, one of the better low tiers that someone could get with Libero. Like, that's 70% on the Mesprit. That's pretty big. It's like, if by pretty big, I mean really big. Like, that's great damage. Like, that's gonna free up Lycanroc for sure, especially since Frandy's team is so rock weak. This was one of the defensive pieces that handled Lycanroc a lot better. And for Pokedet to go into it so fast definitely is interesting, because now Lucha's going to come in and pressure. There's not a lot of great Lucha pivots. I mean, there's no resist to both stabs. There's resist to fighting and there's resist to flying. But whatever mon Pokedet decides to go into here is going to be, you know, having to, a prediction's going to need to be made here on the close combat. So he gets it right. He gets it right, which is cool. And there's no white herb. So this Lucha could be something interesting. I don't know. Enamorus is going to be leftovers. Leftovers Enamorus. Interesting. Let's say, I mean, I think when I look at Frandy's team, I see a really gaping rock weakness. So I see Lycanroc as a massive threat. And I don't really know. Marini's going to come in. Now, it's not going to take a lot for the Moonblast, but Enamorus gets access to Earth Power. It also gets things like Calm Mind. So by going into a passive mon like Marini, you are risking, you know, the opponent setting up. Another play that Pokedet could make is go into, you know, is to possibly go into Electros, and since there's no ground type, get a free Volt Switch. That's always possible. It looks like he's going to make that decision for sure on the Toxic. Now, Toxie and Electros is usually the way to whittle it down, but in this case, Electros is just going to be clicking a lot of Volt switches, I would presume, but even T-Bolt just looks fine here. Zapdos probably has a chance to come in. It could be a Terra ground Zapdos, which would be interesting, but we're actually going to see the physical Electros come out with leftovers again. So this could be like Rest. Would it be weird if it's like Rest? I don't know. Let me put this timer up here. Psychic comes off. That's going to do a good amount. So getting Chip on this Eel is pretty nice because it is a pretty hard stop to Zapdos. And the thing about Eel, since it's typeless, is that, or since it's not typeless, it's not weak to any particular type, is that Zapdos can't like Terra into something to beat this. It kind of has to chip it down through other means. So Lucha's going to come in. It can click CC. It could click Sub. It could click SD and be bold. We'll see. It could click Bulk Up. That could be a thing. It could click Brave Bird and predict the Enamorus coming in again. There's a lot of different options that this Pokemon could be doing right now. But yes, the Pult is potent. Terra Pult, definitely kind of scary. But I think it would be hypocritical for me to say we should ban Pult, because I think Pult is fine. I've lost 2 games so far in PPL. Like, clearly it's beatable. It's a beatable mod. That's a great double on Frandy's part, by the way. Predicting the Enamorus coming in, conditioning the Enamorus coming in by just CCing on it the first time. Now the Enamorus is coming in again. You know, now that Pokedet is emboldened to go into Enamorus, it's a pretty easy double for Frandy to make into the Salazzle. So, good play. The only issue is that, you know, Camerupt is actually a weirdly good answer to Salazzle. So I'm not sure how much Frandy's going to be able to get out of this turn necessarily. I don't know. Terra Water Zapdos would also be particularly interesting here, because even though it can't necessarily be offensively useful, it can break through the Camerupt a little bit better. It can hit the Electros if you chip it down, which it looks like is currently Frandy's goal. But it can also be a good defensive win piece against Dragon Ball. We are going to see Toxic here, so this could get, you know, Toxic down, like Sub-Toxic Protect down, but with Air Balloon, that's kind of an interesting idea. Stealth Rocks are going to come off here. It looks like the timer is going to finish before this game ends, so just, I trust you all to stop building once the timer's over. But it's a good thing in the sense we don't have to wait. So, you know, once the timer is over and the game keeps going, for, I think it's Ponytail and Rest! Shit, I was right. Look at that. Rest Electros coming off right now. And I don't know if Frandy breaks this thing. If it's like some kind of setup Lucha or even like Belly Drum Ice Cube, there might be a way to take advantage of it that way. Rest, Sleep Talk Coil. So it's Mono Thunder Punch. Which makes sense, to be fair. Whereas see the Nasty Plot, I mean, you know, Frandy has to hope that Thunder Punch doesn't come off, and it doesn't. It's another coil. So Electros has to take a huge hit here if he wants to keep it in. Sludge Bomb's going to do 64%. He's going to wake up and click the Thunder Punch. And now, how does Frandy deal with this? I'm not sure. Close Combat comes off. Eel is not dead, and the rest might happen, but it is just another Thunder Punch. So, as rough as this game is looking for Frandy right now, I don't think it's over. Like, I think that Zapdos is still a very strong defensive win con, and with the Terra, it's going to be very hard to see how it's broken. So Terra Fairy is the choice here. And you know what? That makes sense, I think. I think it makes sense. It handles the Pult as good as it possibly can. The question, of course, is whether Pult is Terra Poison or Terra Steel could disrupt this just a little bit, but I'm not sure if it needs to be this matchup unless you really predict the Terra Fairy Zapdos. 23 more seconds on the clock for, I want to make sure I know who's doing it correctly. It's Ponytail and Fabian. So yeah, keep an eye on the timer. Stop building once the timer's done, and maybe get yourself set up with the game as soon as humanly possible. Because your timer is nearly up, ya bitches. Marini comes out. I mean, that is an easy switch, but a crit. Ooh, I'm not sure. Okay, Ice Cube is going to come out. This could be Choice Scarf, so I don't know if this was the right play on Frandy's behalf. But it's not Choice Scarf. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, maybe that was banned based on that Marini damage. Which means that Ice Cube's going to potentially do a thing right now? I mean, does Ice Cube get Aqua Jet? Can it hit this thing with Aqua Jet? Learn Ice Cube. Aqua Jet. Can't learn Aqua Jet. So, Pulp chooses to come in. It will probably KO this, or Frandy will go into Zapdos. She doesn't go into Zapdos. And now we have Zapdos out. And the question is, of course, how will Frandy take this on? I don't know. That does a lot. That does a fucking lot. And I'm pretty sure, unless a confusion hit, oh my god. Oh, that's huge. That's massive. But Lycanroc should just be able to click a Cell Rock here, to be fair. Wow. What a turn. I'm good, Didi. Hope you're doing well. What a great, great turn. Yeah, with that crit damage, it was definitely banded. We get the static, so, I mean, there's all these little things that's keeping Frandy in it, but I'm not sure if Marini can take on an Enamorus, a Camerupt, and a Lycanroc. It seems like a tall order, but it's possible. Marini versus the world right now. What am I studying? I'm studying geopolitics. Geography. Last turn, very tense. Enamorus is going to come in. He's going to... Pokedet is going to hard into Enamorus. Interesting. So, I mean, it could start Calm Minding, but, it runs the risk of being toxic. He's going to go into Camerupt. I'm not sure what's happening here. I mean, if it were me, I would just have attacked with the Lycanroc, just get some damage. Oh. That makes sense. That's cool. I like that. I like that very much. That should seal the game. That should definitely seal the game for Pokedet. So, good game. Good game. That was a really enjoyable game. I think that's where Taro was really a big factor. So, yeah. Good game to both of y'all. Pokedet will move on to play Fidel. And now I'm going to start the timer for Cryptic and Dino. So, Cryptic and Dino, I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Where do you learn to play well competitive Pokemon? Where did I learn to play competitive Pokemon? I just played it a lot. Where did I learn to play well? I also just played it a lot and talked to smart people and, played in very high-level leagues and went from there. The timer has started for Cryptic and Dino, by the way. So, yes, start doing shit. And hopefully, Ponytail and Fabian will get into their match. I'm excited to see this because I've gotten to know Ponytail lately, and I actually think Ponytail is a very, very strong battler and someone who has a lot of potential as a player because Ponytail just only very recently started playing and is already pretty fucking good. I've done a couple mocks against Ponytail for PPL and beaten me a couple times, so. Alright, so declare captains, please. And let's get this underway. Terra Arctivax. Oh, hello. Okay, we're here. Terra Arctivax is a threat. Terra Scizor. Alright. Sawsbuck is interesting too. Well, the first Ursaluna team did not make it through this round, so we'll see if this Ursaring team does. Yeah, good luck, have fun. This will be interesting to see where this game goes. Because you look at this and you see the Marini, and you see the Tinglu, and you think maybe it's going to be an offensive game, but there's not a lot of Mons on this team with, capable recovery. Outside of the Articuno, I suppose. Oh, it's also a scissor mirror match, which is particularly interesting because on Ponytail's side, the only bullet punch resist is scissor itself, whereas on Fabian's side, you do have the Jolteon, the Pyroar, the Marini. You got a lot of mons capable of doing it. So we'll see where this goes. Hopefully these bitches click a button. Click a goddamn button. Click a button, you bitches. Alright, there we go. I'm not gonna say that. Yes, amazing. The Trace Gardevoir. I'm so proud. No, this is why Gardevoir is such a good lead, because not only is it immediate information, but it's also, you know, most of the time you get to get a nice little ability for it. So it's always fun. What's my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon right now, just in terms of like what Pokemon do I enjoy, is Plus One Minun, particularly Minun. I really like Minun. I really like that duo though. They're great Pokemon. I also love Vileplume. But my all-time favorite Pokemon is actually Togekiss for nostalgic reasons. So we're going to see the taunt into the T-Spikes, which makes a lot of sense. Ponytail's identified that T-Spikes are very scary in their team, and you know, them being up would be not ideal. So Pyro's going to come out here, Unnerve, and Psychic's going to come off and do a ton of damage. Wow. Geopolitics swimming rocks. No, geopolitics meaning geography plus politics. So the way in which the relationship between political spaces and physical space. Things like borders. Interesting. All right. So I don't actually know much about, you know, I mean, Pyro used to be a mon that I saw drafted quite often in like Generation 6 as like a low tier pick, but I think Power Creep's kind of taken it away. Plus it wasn't a Pokemon in Gen 8, so I've not seen it in a while. But I mean, looking at Ponytail's team, there isn't a Fire Resist. Fire Resist does not exist. So swapping into like a Specs Overheat right now is going to be a bit tough. If Ponytail is bulky on this Gardevoir, maybe it would just behoove them to just click Psychic again and take the hit. Gardevoir is also a really good mon and hits the Tinglu in a way that the rest of the team doesn't really, so it's going to be a tough decision. I'm not sure. It'll be a very tough decision. It's definitely a slower paced game for sure. Someone's not clicking buttons particularly fast, but if it gets really annoying, I'll say something, but ideally, you know, ideally some buttons will get clicked. Hyper Voice comes off, so that's an interesting play. I feel like that doesn't make too much sense, because yes, you get your throat spray in that case, but you know, you kind of just want to click the button that's hardest hitting, unless of course Fabian didn't carry Overheat, in which case I suppose that's a fine play. But Scissor's gonna come in here. There's not a lot of great Scissor answers except Ponytail's Scissor itself, so I don't know. Have you played against PokeaimMD this draft league? I have not played against PokeaimMD this draft league yet. I am locked for playoffs, as is he, so potential to still play him. We'll find out. But Pokeaim's a good friend. He's a great guy. Try to play just a little bit quicker, please. A Swords Dance on a Moonblast. So that's particularly interesting because Gardevoir does get Mystical Fire. So for Ponytail to say I'm sacking this off and click Moonblast is a little bit interesting to me, because you could definitely fit Mystical Fire on this one. Unless they were scared of the competitive boost, I presume. Bullet Punch is going to go off. And Terra Fire Scizor. Wow. That's gonna just nuke the Scizor. And I'm not entirely sure what Ponytail has for this. I mean, there is the Arctibax, which could be able to do something, but this is a tough mon to stare down. Terra Fire +2 Scizor. Gardevoir is gonna come back in. Why is Gardevoir coming back in? Does this take a Bullet Punch? Is it Focus Sash? I'm not sure. Bullet Punch, it is Focus Sash. So, oh no, it's Zoroark. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at the whole Zoroark thing. Night Days is hilarious. It very much could miss, and it does. We get a Bullet Punch miss from the Night Days. That is rough. That's a win con right there. I mean, that's how you, I guess that's how you beat the Terra Scizor. What a play. Wow. So, interesting choice this matchup not to Terra the, double kick. Not to Terra the Jolteon, because, I mean, Jolteon with Terra would be able to touch this Ursaluna. Otherwise, Ursaluna kind of hard walls it. Baby Doll Eyes gets to come off, which is not going to, you know, it means it's not going to do much, but you know, this could be bulk up. This could be a lot of things. I don't know. Baby Doll Eyes double kick. This is definitely the most interesting Jolteon set I've ever seen in my entire life. So you all get that at least. Gardevoir is going to come out on the Trace Volt Absorb on the Wish. So this is Baby Doll Eyes, Wish, double kick, Jolteon. If this last move is Shadow Ball, I'll cry, because that's fucking hilarious. Discharge comes off, it heals the Gardevoir. Genius. What a game. What a time. Tinglu comes right out on the Gardevoir. On the Moonblast, it's going to do under half, so this Tinglu is going to threaten out. It's really trying to avoid spikes, hazards, but Whirlwind is what comes out instead. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely the Jolteon is definitely the most he set we've seen so far. Oh, and the crit! Oh, that might just seal it for Fabian. That's so rough. I will say, maybe you should have clicked like Earthquake or Heavy Slam earlier, but I don't want to say never though, because like, oh, well, it's U-turn Articuno. I was gonna say if this was some kind of setup Articuno with like Calm Mind, something might be able to happen here. But this is looking like a hard situation to come back from, and ultimately, I'm looking at this matchup and I'm seeing a bunch of kills for Gardevoir, which makes Addison very, very happy. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is a great game. Gardevoir is doing Gardevoir things. Very rough go for Fabian, definitely having to play a very good player round one, and also looks like a pretty rough team, rough matchup. Having to play a Gardevoir, I mean, Gardevoir is horrifying, so I get it. But also at the same time, like, I don't know. It's just a spooky mon. I think where Fabian King does win, by the way, time is up for our last two competitors. Where Fabian does win this tournament is on the most heat set we've seen so far. Definitely double kick Baby Doll Eyes Wish Discharge Jolteon gets my pick for you know, the winner. The winner for that one. So good game. Oh wow, we had a lot of fun sets. We had Infestation Marini. It was Screens Articuno. So I wonder if Articuno got up Screens and then Scissor tried setting up. That would have been the play. That'd be interesting. All right. Well, we have one more game for this round. Ponytail's going to move on. We have Cryptic versus Dino. So hopefully these two are starting to play. Cryptic versus Dino. Cryptic, Dino, fight. There we go. Hopefully they're getting into it. Cryptic. Hopefully that's. No, I don't know if that's it. Cryptic and Dino. Yeah. Which of the three games has been y'all's favorite game so far? Zayn, which ended in the Zayn versus Fidel, which ended in the 0-0. Frandy versus Pokedet, which was the Terra Zapdos versus Terra Dragapult game, or Ponytail versus Fabian, which you just saw right now with the Heat Jolteon and the Demon Gardevoir. Very cool. Very, very cool. I am going to restart this so you can do that. Hopefully we have... Yeah, Scizor looked really scary into your matchup, so good job coming out of that. Once this new game starts, I'm going to ask Pokedet and Fidel to start building. I'm going to start the 10-minute timer for Pokedet and Fidel. So, you know, do that stuff. We're just waiting on Dino. Hello, Dino, Dino, Dino. Cryptic versus Dino. Is Dino here? Dino Rar. I assume that's Dino. We'll see. We will see. Just waiting on Dino. I'm gonna DM this and say, is this Dino in my stream? Yes, my name is Esther Junkie. Yes, it's cringe. I'm sorry. Night Days skill came through. And Night Days was definitely a big. Okay. Please challenge Cryptic. Check the Discord. Bloop. Looks like homie got a little too focused. Cryptic is here. Cryptic is now. I don't even know if this is Cryptic. Sigmatic? Probably not. I don't know. Hope you all are enjoying the stream so far. It's definitely a bit more fun, more engaging stream than Radical Red, I would say. A bit more brain power has to go into it on my behalf, but it's worth it. I'm not sure which one is him. Ask on Discord. There's ways to do this. They are pinging you. There we go. Look at that. We got some engagement. What's your IGN? Powerful. All right. Once they're in the game, I'm going to start the 10-minute timer. Actually, I might just start it now. Is, who's here? Fidel and Pokedet. Are you all both here? Fidel and Pokedet? I think you are. I'm going to start the timer in about 30 seconds. So, Fidel and Pokedet. I think you both are lurking, so should be good in our match. Amazing. Summer and Seafoam. You need to invite me. Invite me, please. I think it's private. Alright, we're going to start the 10-minute timer right now. So, Fidel and Pokedet, start your building. Start building right now. You too. Yes, silly goobers. There we go. We got a battle. Alright. So, Tara Appleton is in. Wow. What a team. I'm looking at a Flittle. Flittle is powerful. What does Flittle even do? I have no idea. Let's find out. Flittle. Speed boost. It does get speed boost. Speed boost Flittle. Does it get Calm Mind? Does it get Stored Power? Oh, it's time. Flittle's about to go in. Terra Captain Sneasler. Okay, so Tara Appleton versus Tara Sneasler. That makes a lot of sense. I think, you know, given Great Tusk kind of bypasses Sneasler a bit to be able to run Terra Water, or Terra Flying perhaps. There's definitely some good options there. Good luck, have fun, you two. We do see the lead Flittle versus the lead Gothorita. So the Choice Specs Gothorita off lead and the Flittle. Silly. Trick! Oh my god. Trick Choice Specs versus the Trick Room Flittle. Interesting. Very interesting. What is Trick Room for? Is it for this Appleton? Thunderbolt's gonna come off. So is Tusk slower right now? It's not. Energy Ball's gonna pop off and Knockoff's gonna pop off too on the Sash. So this is good for Summer and Seafoam. Who Summer and Seafoam, Cryptic. We have the Tinkatuff. The Tinkatuff. What is this? What are these teams? The Tinkatuff is here. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna probably see Appleton's Terra. We're actually not going to see. Glitch has a radio lo-fi thing. All right, I'll know that for next time. I'm not going to go search that right now. We are going to see the Encore into the Iron Defense. So the Tinkatuff is doing things. The Tinkatuff is stopping the setup. It's stopping the everything. It's setting up rocks. Oh my god, Tinkatuff. And setting T-waving the supportive Tinkatuff. It's so supportive. Get rid of the balloon. Now Iron Treads is going to be able to revenge this. And sub. Yeah, Encore is just going to go right through the sub. So I don't know if that was the right play. As Tinkatuff's being a supportive monster, but he's not. Cryptid's not going to Encore. That seems like a big misplay. Because 2 knockoffs doesn't take this out. And now Cryptid has to like deal with this behind a sub rather than having Encored it into a sub. So I wonder if they just didn't know that Encore goes through sub or something like that. It just means Gothorita is going to come back in. Does Gothorita outspeed this? Oh yeah, it's paralyzed. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. We're going to see a full para, so that's really unfortunate for Dino. But this Volcanian's still done quite a bit, and actually is choosing to swap out on the T-Bolt. Good play, good play. That's going to help get Great Tusk a little bit more leftovers, another round of leftovers. And it's going to get another knockoff off. So if Dino manages to get up rocks, this Articuno is going to be really, really pressured. Really pressured. Interesting. Flittle comes right back. Flittle's going to die. Goodbye, Flittle. Now, something I'm looking at right now that looks really interesting is Quaxley. I've never thought I'd say those words in my life before, but I'm pretty sure it gets Brave Bird, right? So Quaxley looks like it has a really weirdly good potential endgame here, just by clicking a water move and a flying move. If Sneezer can get chipped a little bit. I don't know, am I weird for saying that? But also, it's a bulky boy, like a Violate, Rapid Spin, water move, flying move. Kind of looks like it can clean potentially, especially now that this booster energy has been consumed. Articuno is a nice low tier Terra. Ironhead's gonna go off and take out the thing. I was expecting a Volcanion sack there, but depending on this Appleton's Terra type, this could be a potential Terra Water. Interesting. So Ironhead's gonna do nothing, and we're gonna see a flinch. Oh my god! Wow. Articuno's gonna come back in. Now, Iron Defense is going to come off here. Obviously, Freeze Dry does a lot to this thing, but it is thick fat, so it's not going to be doing too much. And, neither is Terra Blast. We might be here for a while, folks. Uh-oh. Roost. Body Press, though? Body Press? Rest. Okay. Rest instead of Recover is a very interesting choice. Is it Sleep Talk? Oh, no. We're going to be here forever. Why would you be Iron Defense and not Curse? Oh, God. Hurricane is going to come off. This is going to be a bit of a stall fest here, as the Appleton versus the Articuno is just going to be a war of attrition. 33% onto the Appleton, and Sleep Talk comes off, so perhaps Dino either miscounting or not knowing that when you rest, you can only Sleep Talk twice. That's a fun little trick, a fun little Pokemon fun fact that my good pal Vepsis taught me. Hurricane comes off. It's a crit, and that's going to be kind of a big crit, to be honest, because if 2 more Hurricanes lands, this would be the way. Actually, just 1 more. Oh, never mind. There was another rest turn. Now I miscounted rest turns. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm horrible at this game. I think, because rest is 8 PP now, right? Like, I think Appleton loses this game? I don't know, though. Yeah, it was incredibly brave Roost. We're just gonna keep seeing the rest. So we got a stally fight coming on right now. A very stally fight. But I don't know. I don't know what Dino gets out of this exchange necessarily. The thing that made this play very scary for Dino, as I did just talk about how I think Quaxley has the capacity to, after a rapid spin, potentially do something here to this game with like Roost and a bulky sort of like sweeping thing. But so long as this Articuno is high health, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, this is going to be a PP stall. This is going to take a couple seconds here. Whoopsie. How's everyone's days going? How's everyone hanging? How's it hanging, everyone? How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? See, the rest come off here. A protect, just for the added PP stall. Oh, wow. But Sleep Talk gets worn down through pressure as well, and that's an important thing for Dino to remember. Sleep Talk is not going to be, you know, very common. Hurricane, I believe, can also confuse despite, you know, them being asleep. So we could see confusion come in. A lot of these Hurricanes have been hitting confusion coming here, and there it is. There's the confusion. I mean, this is what happens when you spam Rest versus Amon. So Articuno is going to come off with the Freeze Dry, and I don't really know how Dino's going to deal with this. I think Cryptic would probably be behooved to switch out here because this is so good, but he's actually going to stay in and let this get really whittled down. So that's potential Quaxwell, y'all. Potential Quaxwell might be doing something. See, Quaxwell come in here. If it can get the Rapid Spin KO, it'd be kind of big. It'd be kind of big. Rapid Spin comes off. I guess, unless it is a rock move, it probably can't do this, can it? And yeah, no, probably not. Shoot. I think this Articuno had to be dead to make that happen. Liquidation. Oh, it just barely misses out. Oh, and I think it's over. I think Articuno's about to win this game for Cryptic. Cryptic or Cryptic? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to learn people's names still. Cryptic. Sorry about that. GG. Yeah, no, I mean, very interesting game for sure. Definitely a lot of lessons learned on Dino's half, because I think, you know, knowing how the Sleep Talk turns work is incredibly important. I also think, like, Life Orb Fake Out isn't necessarily a great set because you're weakening yourself over time. I liked where the Trick Room idea was going. I don't know what they were trying to Trick Room into. Perhaps the Grimmsnarl, but if you're Fake Out Grimmsnarl, then you don't want to be wasting those Trick Room turns like that. Could have been a slow Volcanion as well. Definitely an interesting team composition. I think offensive Quaxwell, weirdly enough, could have won the game. But all in all, good, well played Cryptic. Good game altogether. We didn't get to see what Terra the Sneasler was. I'd be very curious, Cryptic, if you're in chat, to tell me what the Terra was. And then, did Appleton Terra? Did Appleton ever Terra? Yeah, it was Terra Water. It was Terra Water. Yeah, what was if it was a Terra Flying Sneasler? I feel like it was Terra Flying Sneasler. That's my guess. I'm locking in Terra Flying Sneasler. Anyway, the timer for building is done for Fidel and Pokedet. So let's get our asses into a semifinals game here. And what's going to be happening now is Cryptic is going to be taking on Ponytail. So let me put that in. Fidel versus Pokedet. You're up on stream. Cryptic versus Ponytail. Stay tuned for stream timer. So the timer for Cryptic and Terra Ground Sneasler on Balloon. That's very interesting. That was the Sneasler Terra type on Cryptic's part. So we're going to start these 10 minutes for Cryptic and Ponytail very soon. But first we're going to get into the game between Fidel and Pokedet. Hopefully we can do that quick. Pokedet? Oh? No. Not yet. Alright, they're getting into it. They're getting into it, y'all. So all 4 quarterfinals games have happened. Leech Seed definitely would have been much better in that game, I think, for sure. But you live and you learn. You know what? Everyone's got different ideas headed into these games. Everyone's got different perspectives. I think all 4 of these games have been very, very good games and very, very, very fun watches on my part. Again, if you're in the stream right now, if you're watching the stream, leave a like on the stream, because it helps support the stream, and that's really cool. My neck hurts right now. Ow. And then also, again, this is a fundraiser stream for my surgery fund. So if you are someone who has the means to potentially donate or have the means to, you know, support me, consider it as like a tip on the stream, since I don't have like YouTube dono set up. If you can go to the GoFundMe in the link in the description and donate to the fund, it would mean the world to me. I really appreciate it. It's a big reason why I do these streams, is so I can save up for surgery that, you know, is a really, really big deal. I didn't have the surgery, so yeah. All right. Let's see. They are still not in the game yet, but they will be soon, hopefully. And, I mean, here's the thing, too. All 4 of these players in semifinals, we have Fidel, Pokedet, Ponytail, and Cryptic, all seem like very competent players, so I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. I don't have a prediction for who's going to win. I just don't. I don't have a prediction for it. They in a thing yet? What are you? Pokedet. You all should be able to see each other. I literally see both of you. Just kidding, I don't see Fidel. Fidel, you gotta refresh. Fidel, you gotta refresh. Pokedet is on. Fidel is offline. Fidel, how dare ya? The absolute nerve. Pokedet is on. Poke Department? Pokedepth? Pokedepth. I'll just start calling you Depth. I've been refreshing. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Maybe say something in the chat. I mean, let me just DM everyone. Hi, and Fidel. Fidel is offline. Yeah, it says Fidel is offline. So, yeah, Fidel says you're the one offline. Hello. Just checking online status. Look at me being a mod. I'm such a league mod. I'm moderating the league. Ha 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 ha. Hoo hoo hoo. He ha. Hoo. Which is so weird because you literally were just. Oh yeah, okay. You're both online. Now you're on. Get your booties in the game. Get your booties in the game. There we go. They're gaming. Gaming. All right. Declare your Terra captains, you little bitches. Declare your captains, you little bitchy bitches. Terrapult again, Terralokix again. Neither of them are straying away. We're going to start the timer for Ponytail versus Cryptic. Good luck to those two building. And we're going to watch a very interesting game here. Fidel, who I thought, to be completely honest, had probably the worst randomized draft, has made it on round 2 with a round 1, or like a Heatran being the last mon, and Lokix again just looks strong. So it's gonna be very interesting to see, especially wow, Carbink lives that. That's crazy. Moonblast is gonna come off, and Fidel is gonna get a little bit of chip on the Lycanroc, not too much chip, of course. But Lycanroc's gonna be doing. It's probably gonna be killing this. I don't really know what Fidel's switching into this, to be honest with you. I think this Carbink might just go down, y'all. Carbink might just eat shit. But I will say, Lycanroc having that little bit of chip on it could be important. Could be, you know, helpful for Tornadus. Could be helpful for Mesprit, for all we know. I don't know. Interesting to see. We actually are going to see a switch into Dartrix. That's interesting. And I actually can't believe I'm saying this. I wonder if Dartrix lives a Stone Edge. I wonder if Eviolite Dartrix genuinely might live a Stone Edge from this rate. I mean, Pokedet has the ability to go into quite a few things right now, just to, you know, could go into Enam, could go into Camerupt. Yep, there's Camerupt on the Leaf Storm. That's going to do a chunk, something. We're not going to see the Eject Pack or anything, because it's definitely Eviolite Dartrix. And Camerupt kind of gets free rocks here, kind of. Which is quite good, because odds are Lokix isn't Boots, and we know that Dartrix isn't Boots either. So rocks are going to go a long way if Camerupt manages to get them up right now. definitely is going to be a big deal. Actually, rocks go off knowing that rocks are definitely coming off here. Knock comes off with Fidel knowing that rocks are going up, which is a good play for sure, because weakening Camerupt definitely inches Fidel closer to a Tornadus endgame, to a potential Heatran endgame, and we actually see Defog, so staying in helps quite a bit here. The Yawn is going to guarantee that rocks, stay up for sure, but Dartrix has Defog, and there's quite a few, slow mobs, so might be able to do something with it. Lava Plume, U-turn. What's coming out right now? Carbink? Is Carbink the savior? To be fair, I think Carbink is faster than Camerupt. Just kidding. Carbink is not faster than Camerupt. Camerupt's going to get the KO, but Future Sight's going to KO the Camerupt as well. So if Fidel manages to defog with Dartrix right now, rocks are gone, which is awesome. What's my favorite Pokemon game? Probably Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, to be honest with you. Main series game, probably Platinum. I was a Gen 4 kid. I inched on Gen 4, Gen 3, pretty much. And the Stone Age misses. That's pretty big. That's really big, actually. Wow. Okay. Big hacks coming out for Fidel here. Stone Age might have been able to 2-hit KO here, but now it's definitely not going to. It might have been able to OHKO based on the damage, but now Fidel is a free sack, which, into something like a Pult, it's definitely massive. Pokedet's probably going to have to go into something like Reboot here to revenge the Dartrix. And even though Amon is probably going to die here, I don't see Fidel necessarily going to Heatran unless they're feeling really, 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 really big brain. But no. Flare Blitz is just going to come off. I think we're going to see low kicks here. We might see Tornadus as well, but we don't know if this Reboot is Scarf yet or not. I would be surprised if a choiced Reboot of any kind came into a Heatran matchup, but you never know. This is really that point where you have to kind of decide based on team building and based on the matchup what is likely to come on the opponent's side. Tornadus is going to come out here. Now, what's interesting is Electros is a potentially really good switch into this thing, but the Hurricane's just going to miss, and Flare Blitz is just going to take Fidel out. Definitely some hacks for hacks in this game. The Stone Edge missing initially, and now low kicks coming out. I see Terrabug again, first impression again, come out. Now something also important to note is with Terrabug, this is still taking 25%, and another thing is that Enamorus is kind of a good switch in. Enamorus takes on bug moves 4 times well, and dark moves don't do too much. In new Enamorus matchups, I kind of anticipate Terra Dark a little bit more, but in this case, we have Terra Bug. So Maspirt's going to get sacked, and it's Heatran versus the world. We're going to see if Heatran can beat this Enamorus. It's going to mean being on a balloon, potentially. It's not on a balloon. Magma Storm's going to miss, and Earth Power is going to come off here. So I'm not sure it mattered. I don't know if Low Kicks has a way to beat this, and depending what Low Kicks is going to click right now, I just don't think that was going to do it. So I think this Enamorus had it. Despite these 2 back-to-back misses. Obviously, back-to-back misses are unfortunate, but ultimately against Enamorus, you might want to run something like Physical Heatran. You might want to run, a Terra on low kicks like Terra Steel or Terra, Electric or something like that might have helped break through Enamorus just a little bit more. But in this case, Terra Bug just couldn't quite do it. Very similar, I was going to say similar, brings, similar 6-mons, obviously, because they're just 6-mon drafts, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Terrapult is horrifying, but it's important to note that Terrapult didn't even come out this game. So I don't know. I was Terra Ground Physical Pult. Interesting. That makes sense for the Heatran. So fair enough. Yeah, that's why I kind of anticipated Shuka or Air Balloon or something like that, but we didn't end up seeing that. I mean, if it was Iron Head, if it was some kind of Iron Head variant, maybe we could have seen something. But ultimately, I think Fidel just took on too much damage for it to work out. I think, Hurricane against the Reboot might have been able to do something, but unfortunately he missed, and that's just kind of how Hurricane works. That's what happens when you don't run Bleak Wind Storm, albeit I think Bleak Wind Storm is kind of a silly move anyway. But it's fine. Good luck, Pokedet, for our upcoming finals game. Our finals game against the winner of Cryptic and Ponytail. So we'll see how that goes. As for now, we got 3 minutes, y'all. And honestly, I might use these 3 minutes to go to the fucking bathroom. I need a piss. Or do I do it after? Ooh. Do I do it after or do I do it before? I don't know. I feel like there's not a ton of time right now. So I'll let this go. Full face cam. How's everyone doing? Oh, I got a little hair here. I look kind of weird today. I didn't really go out much today. I was gonna go out to a library, but then I woke up at like noon and I couldn't get out of bed. I was like, you know what? Sometimes girls just have off days, and that's okay. You just gotta deal with that shit. It's just how it works. So I don't know. I actually should probably put the main screen up so people can see how much time they have left. Sorry about that. Yeah. All right. So Cryptic versus Ponytail. I'm actually going to pull up the matchup. Let's take a look at the matchup really quickly. Cryptic is right there. Ponytail is right there. Okay. Look at that matchup. So, I mean, Sneasler honestly doesn't actually look that great. There's Nurse Luna. Whoa, wait. Sneasler's a fighting type. I know what I'm doing. I know how to play Pokemon. I understand what's going on. Totally forgot about Terra. Didn't change it when the timer ran out. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say Terra Bug didn't seem particularly great there. Anyway, yeah, so Sneasler looks actually really good here. Terra, like, fighting could honestly just go crazy. I think Fidel's gonna have to use a defensive Terra option to take down the Sneasler potentially. Sneasler's just gonna go crazy, especially with the potential of Terra. Ooh, spooky. Bizarrely, Tinkatuff is a really, really good Gardevoir answer, so that's another important thing to keep in mind. What is the Volcarona called? Walking Moth? Walking Moth? That's not right. The Volcarona, the old Volcarona, is also quite good. I think just fighting spam in general looks great because the resist is Gardevoir, and Gardevoir is an amazing mon, but it's an amazing mon offensively more than defensively, to be honest with you. And with coverage moves, I mean, obviously it can't switch into Sneasler, especially can't switch into the Bug at all, and the Bug has the speed creep on it, so Gardevoir I think is going to be pressured very much, but I think this game is really going to come down to what Ponytail decides to do with their Terra type. I think that's going to be a big decider. I think Terra types are just going to be a huge decider in this game, and we'll be interested to see what it ends up being. These bitches gotta fight. Fight, you little bitches. Fight. Fight. Yeah, it's a 10-minute timer, y'all. That shit started, people are complaining that it was too fast, but that's why it's interesting, you know? Slitherwing, sorry. What did I say? Say walking wing, is that what I said? Walking moth, that's what I said. It is a walking moth, to be fair. I'm not wrong. Y'all's time is out. Y'all's time is out. Y'all are done. Fight. Go fight. Fight. Battle. Fight. Do it. Fight. Time is up. Yes. Time's up. 0. It's been 10 minutes. I'm waiting on y'all. I'm waiting on y'all. Get into your goddamn games. They're in. We're in, baby. We're not going to do a timer anymore because Pokedet is just going to have to wait. Oh, ran out of time. That is what happens in these speed drafts. I mean, the timer is the huge factor. Terra Ursaluna. Okay. It was Terra Ursaluna last time as well, so it'll be interesting to see. And then Cryptic. Be interesting to see what Cryptic's Terra is. Terra Captain Sneasler. So we got the the OU Mons as the Terra captains. So, I don't know. I think Gardevoir... Terra Ursaline is interesting. I feel like it has to be some kind of weird Terra type in order to do something here. Terra Dragon? Like Fizz Def Terra Dragon. Or Terra Poison, probably, right? But then Iron Tread starts to become a little goofy. But Terra Poison would beat the Sneasler, to be fair. Terra Poison Ursaluna. Has anyone ever said that before? Ponytail's a great battler, so I think it'll be good. So is Cryptic. I just know Ponytail a little bit more personally, and even though they have run out of time, I think they'll be okay. We'll see. Yeah, alright. Excited to see how this game goes. Very excited to see how this game goes. We have Tinkaton coming out against the Scizor. So, interesting lead matchup. This Tinkaton does take neutral damage from... Oh, it's the Zoroark. Wow. I'm horrible at playing Zoroark. I don't even think about it. I don't even think about Zoroark. It just doesn't exist in my brain. It's a great fake out, if only. Especially because Tinkaton was a really strong Gardevoir answer. So to have it taken out right away and a full health Zoroark to exist on the back of it, very good. I mean, really good. So, yeah, Zoroark's looking mighty fine right now. Zoroark is looking absolutely mighty fine. You're gonna see the speed boosting Iron Treads come out here. Click Iron Head. Is there a flinch? There's no flinch. Flamethrower is gonna do a ton. This Zoroark has done so much. What a surprise. Now, of course, Iron Treads is probably going to claim a Mon here, but the significance of this is that, you know, this was the remaining Bullet Punch resist, so Scizor itself has a bit of a time here if it's, you know, an offensive set, because it can really pick this off with close combat, and then Bullet Punch is going to look really threatening in the late game. I'm not entirely sure, well, I was going to say I'm not entirely sure if I agree with the decision to send it out right now, but I don't really know if Ponytail is another option. It's just not an ideal situation for Ponytail either, because you don't, if this is your win condition after making this be so low in health, I don't know if you really want to, you know, be taking damage on it right now, because Bullet Punch ain't going to kill. Slytherin's going to come right in, so Swords, oh my god. I suppose that makes sense if +2 Bullet Punch KO'd. But this does get Flare Blitz, so it's kind of a risk. Kind of a risk right now, because Bullet Punch definitely doesn't KO this. Sub's going to come off, and Acrobatics is going to come off. So, it's been revealed now that this Slitherwing outspeeds. So if this Slitherwing has Flame Charge or Flare Blitz, the Scissors might be done for. And it's going to be, I think, not having Scizor versus Sneasler and Articuno is going to make this game really hard for Ponytail. I mean, there's no Mon that outspeeds Sneasler right now, barring a potential Scarfer on Sawsbuck, I guess. Oh, Bullet Punch just fucking KOs. Holy goddamn. Is it over? I didn't think it KO'd. I thought Slitherwing was really fat. Uh-oh. I thought Slitherwing was, like, really defensive. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. It's Akka, so that's why. I don't know, though. I don't know, because Treads could have EQ'd on the Swords Dance, died to the Bullet Punch, and then, I don't know. It worked out, but I think we might just see a Scissor Suit, to be honest with you. Data. Why do I not know the name of this thing? Slitherwing. 8579. Oh, that's not bulky at all. I thought it was defensive as shit. God damn. I already see the fake out. The last resort fake out to do this thing. So I think the Scissor is just gonna sweep. GG. It's gonna be a quick game, unfortunately, for Cryptic to end their run in the tournament, but nonetheless, ultimately, a good game. And Scissor just doing Scissor things. Scissors broken Mon. interested to see. I guess we didn't see Terra on either mons. My prediction was completely wrong. I said this game would be determined by what Terras the other side's bring. Scissors set up to +6. Fair enough. Okay, so we have Ponytail and we have Pokedet. So Ponytail versus Pokedet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 12:30. I'm going to give you an extra 2:30 of prep. And I'm starting it literally like right fucking now. Y'all bitches. Like I'm starting it now. And what I'm going to do is do what? What am I going to do? What's mother doing? Game screen? Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. And, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm going to run to the bathroom very quickly because I have to piss so badly. So if you are enjoying the stream, please go check out the donation in the description. That would mean the world to me. I'm going to go empty my bladder because even hot girls got to pee. I'm going to just say going to the bathroom in chat, so if people come back, they know what the fuck's happening. But yeah, 11:50. It should be ample time. No one should be, you know, no one should be fucking doing anything, getting anything wrong. No one should be forgetting things. No one should be like not having enough time. I can make mock teams in 5 minutes for people that have like intricate EVs. Like, get on my level is what I'm trying to say. All right, let me take my face cam off so I can external webcam. BRB. favorite girl is back. Let's get this shit up. External webcam. Look at me. Wow. My neck hurts like crazy. I feel like there's like a thing in it. Oh, jeez. Anyway. Is the website public yet? The website is absolutely public right now. So, yes. Go check it out. Go do things on it. Have fun with it. I'm going to say this again, just because it is really important and motivates me to keep doing these streams, is that the purpose of this stream, of course, is to get, you know, viewer engagement and live stream some awesome Pokemon games, but the other reason I'm doing this is because I have a GoFundMe fundraiser in the description for my transition. If anyone has the means, whether it's $5 or $1 or anything, it would mean the world to me if anyone could donate to it, because yeah, I really need this orky surgery like ASAP, and it's not great. The NHS is trying to pry these meds away from me, and the surgery would remedy the effect of that. So if you have literally any means at all, $5, $6, $1, the first link in the description, please click on it. Donate something to the stream. You know, I don't have like YouTube like funds set up for YouTube live streams. I don't have like those things that YouTube does. So consider this your way of leaving a tip on the stream. If you have the means to, obviously. I don't want to like guilt anyone or make anyone feel obligated to do so, but also at the same time, like, you know, it's been a fun night. So if anyone has any means to do so whatsoever, I would really, really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. So thank you so much. And thank you for, you know, having such a great stream like with me. Like, it's just been such a fun time. We're almost 2 hours in. It's been really enjoyable. Finals is in 4.5 minutes. I say let's analyze this matchup. That's what I say. We have Ponytail on one end of things. We have, who are we missing? Pokedet. Okay, Pokedet. So I mean Dragapult, right? Am I right? Dragapult. I think the biggest crime so far is that I don't think we've seen Arctibax at all yet. I don't think we've witnessed Arctibax in any capacity, or Sawsbug, and I think that needs to change today. I think we need to see both those mons. Right now, I think Ponytail's just made it happen with the top 4. Now, something I will say is that while Pokedet has the power of Terrapult on their side if they choose to do that, I can from experience say Ursaluna is a tough mon to beat with Pult. And something I'm noticing about Pokedet's team is that outside of CC Lycanroc, they don't have a lot of like super effective means of taking it on. So some kind of really bulky, really set up Ursaluna looks kind of crazy into this matchup, not gonna lie. And by kind of crazy, I mean really crazy. Not to mention that you can Terra and still have Bulletproof and be immune to Shadow Ball. That's another thing. So I think obviously Terrapult is crazy, but I think out of all the Pokedet's opponents so far, Fidel is the greatest means of dealing with it. Not to mention that, you know, there's double priority. Arctibax might get Ice Shards, maybe triple priority, I have no idea. Lycanroc looks kind of spooky here. There's going to be a lot of defensive pressure on Ursaluna, it looks like, because, you know, Ponytail doesn't want to go into Ursaluna on everything, because Ursaluna wants to be like it wants to be the mon, it wants to do the thing, right? So switching into things like Stone Edge is going to be really tough, because they don't want to risk taking, you know, 50% from CC or something like that. And there's really no answer to the Lycanroc. That's going to be really scary. If I was Fidel, I would really just go the HO route, but think of Ursaluna still defensively, but everything else kind of just stays HO to just prevent Lycanroc from doing Lycanroc things. Eel looks kind of spooky here, for sure. If it's like Terra Ghost Eel, it kind of just hard walls Ursaluna. So that's a funny thing to keep in mind. And of course Gardevoir. What's Gardevoir gonna do? I don't know. Interesting. Go play your game, Ponytail. Go prep. Go make sure you finish prepping. Reboot. Reboot looks scary. And Camerupt. There's no fire resist against 2 low tier fire types. Potentially 3 with the power of Terra. Fire looks difficult. Very difficult for Ponytail to take on. Just offensive fire. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe like Terra Water Ursaluna? Is that weird? Is that a weird suggestion? I mean, Terra Water Ursaluna might do the thing. It very much might well do the thing. Yeah, I don't know. We have 50 seconds left on the clock. I think that's the amount of commenting I want to do on this matchup. I'm gonna. Both sides have Terra Ursaluna'd and Terra Pulted for their 2 games, so I'm interested to see if they stick with that route or if they go something else, something new, something unpredictable. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And then, you know, again, I already said this earlier, but more people have joined, and just, again, it's finals. I'm very excited. Finals of the first, what do I call this? The Addison Speed Draft Tournament of Fundraiser. I got a fundraiser going on. Check the description, because, you know, it's really important. Please. It's a big motivator to do these streams. The more, you know, donations I get, the more frequently I feel motivated to do these things. So, please. That's it. That's the time. Ponytail versus Pokedet. Let's get this shit going. Pokedet? Pokedept. I'm gonna say Pokedept. It's my weird American accent. I combine P's and B's in strange ways, because it's like a weird, like, lispy Michigander United States accent, but now I'm in the UK, so now I don't know what the fuck's happened. Like, my voice is just incredibly strange. And that's fine. Alright, let's get into this game. Let's head into this game. We have no need for a timer anymore. This is the final game. Pokedet versus Ponytail. 2 forces so far this tournament. I think both of their wins have been quite convincing. I know Frandy gave Pokedet a bit of a run for their money in round 1, but ultimately, you know, and Fidel too, but ultimately I think both of them have had sound, strong wins, and I'm curious to see how close this game is going to be, or if we're just going to get another, like, 12 different scissor sweep. We'll see. But I'm hoping it's close. I'm hoping it's a close game. That'll be fun to watch. Let me make sure I move my freaking thing so that everyone can see the game. That seems like something important to do, so that people know what the fuck's going on. We'll do that. We'll do that. Wow. Amazing. Alright. Alright. Let's get into this. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Congratulations to both parties for doing it. Making it happen. Aww. Thank you. I love when people say nice things to me. I'm always worried I'm doing things wrong. Sorry, someone just sent me a very, very nice message, and I doubt myself a lot. I'm someone who doesn't really see a lot of value in themselves often, so to hear people tell me that I'm okay it's nice to hear. Thank you all for existing and being here. And you know, I was really kicking myself for not doing dissertation work, and I'm probably still not going to do any tonight, but I think tomorrow, now that I've done this, now that I've really, like, you know, gotten in a better headspace because of this stream, I think, because of this tournament, because hosting this tournament's just been so much fun, I think I'm going to be even more motivated tomorrow to really get on with life. And then once my, you know, dissertation's done, once my school is submitted, you know, assuming I'm not traveling, I'm going to be able to make this happen. So here we are, finals again of my donation stream. Please go donate to the GoFundMe in the description if you are absolutely able to. Terra Enam, Terra Scizor. We have 2 new Terras. Wow. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Interesting. So Terra Scizor is particularly interesting to me because now you have the 2 Revengers to Scizor well, I guess Camerup's not a Revenger, but it would be like a defensive answer, right? And then Reboot, which would be the mon that's a little bit more likely to revenge Scizor, now have to worry about the potential of Terra Fire, of Terra Water, maybe? Both of which could be incredibly scary. And then, in the case of Enamorus, you have a Terra of any type headed into, you know, just start Calm Minding. Just be really scary. So this is interesting. This is really, really interesting. Those are not the 2 Terras I expected. I was expecting Terra Ursaluna, Terra Pult. I also wouldn't have been surprised to see like a Terra Arctivax again or something like that. But no, here we go. So we have Eel versus Gardevoir. Now, Eel could just Volt Switch. We could see a Sludge Bomb just to get some damage off. We could see Gardevoir try and just get damage off here with like Psyshock of some sort. There is no Dark type, so Psyshock would be free. Moonblast comes off. Thunder Punch comes off. So 2 just strong hits. I think this is just going to be a fight of damage. And Destiny Bond, very cool. And the crit actually might seal that. Wow. Wow. So U-turn might have not killed there, but because it crit, now Destiny Bond does that. I think that's really big for Phony, because if it's Terra Water Scizor, we might be seeing some shit. we might be seeing some shit here, because I don't know what Pokedet has in terms of being able to revenge Scizor if Scizor has that value of Terra on its side. I think we're gonna have to find out what the Terra type is, or we're just gonna have to see a really hard prediction. Terra, I mean, it's coming out right now. It's coming out now, so we're gonna find out. Reboot could be Taunt. We could be stopping the Swords Dance with Taunt. 3 games in a row. Ponytail's had 3 games in a row. Every single time I've forgotten Zoroark could be disguised. I'm so bad. I'm so bad with Zoroark. It doesn't work. I don't really understand it. Zoroark is very difficult. Just my brain. It's like, I swear to God, like long-term viewers will know this, is that like literally like every time I fight a Zoroark, I forget something could be disguised as Zoroark. Zoroark would be the Pokemon that I have like the worst record against in terms of like total games won against in a draft league game, because I just forget. I just forget. I look at it, I'm like, why are you sending Scizor out right now? Wow. It's a good turn. Very good turn. Sawsbuck comes out for the first time. I think this is the first time Sawsbuck's come out. Topic of the dissertation is on the relationship that queer people have to physical geographic space in a geopolitical way, aka the relationality that queer, particularly trans people, have towards land, borders, territory, when it comes to modern queer activism, 2023 queer activism. Hopefully that makes some sense. This is interesting, because Scizor's gonna come out. Scizor could be really scary here. I don't know. It could be Terra. I mean, the Terra on Pult is also huge. No, it's not Terra Pult. It's Terra Enam. Ooh, what's happening? What's happening? Where are we? If this Scizor sets up an SD with Terra, it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be really scary. This is a really strong Terra choice on Phony's part. I didn't see it. I kind of thought Ursaluna would do something. I guess I didn't really think about it. I didn't necessarily think of Terra on Ponytail's side as much as I thought of it on Pokedet's side. Reboot's coming out here. Now, if this thing terras into a water type or a fire type and gets an SD off, this could be rough. But Reboot can also run Taunt, it can also run Super Fang, can run a couple of different options here. And depending on what option is being run, like, I feel like it has to be Terra Water, otherwise Camerupt will deal with it, right? I'm not sure. Terra Water. That's just what makes sense to me. If you're gonna be Terra Scizor, surely that's what you're doing. But how does Reboot counterplay that? I guess it depends on the Enam. Arctivax switches in. I don't understand that. The high jump kick's gonna come off here and potentially do a lot to this Scizor. I see. So it is a prediction to get the Libero off. Now is an interesting situation because it's a prediction between whether, you know, Reboot should stay in and attack the Scizor to prevent the Swords Dance to go off, or, while at the same time doing that, risk dying to a Bullet Punch. U-turn's the play. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. We'll see. If this thing sets up a Swords Dance, how does it win? The Enam, I think, is going to make a world of difference in terms of what Terra type it is. Because if it's just Terra Fairy or Terra Flying, I don't think it lives like a +2 to Iron Head or, you know, whatever. I don't think Scizor's dying in one hit to anything right now, and that's scary. Also, this thing isn't banded, so place your bets right now. Who's winning, Pokedet or Ponytail? Let's see them bets. Enam's coming out. Swords Dance is coming off. This Terra, I think both Terras are gonna come off here. Wow. Okay. I can't guess. I'm terrible at Terra. I can't guess. It could be anything. I think it's gonna be Terra Water. But if Enam is also like Terra Water on the Terra Blast or something like that, I mean, that's it, right? Like, it's over. Ursaluna can't do it on its own. I don't know, but I keep thinking Ponytail's gonna pull it out somehow. What is the Terra type on this thing? Peculiar. Very peculiar. They're taking their time trying to decide what the hell to do here. Water, that is what I predicted, and no Terra from Pokedet's side means that this might just be a wrap. Apparently Terra was clicked, but not clicked. What happened? Oh no, it's Terra Water. Oh no. No. Apparently there was a misclick or something. If it was Terra Water Iron Defense, I mean, that was it. Oh, wow. That's rough. I think Scizor's gonna take it now. Bullet Punch. Bullet lives. It misses! Oh my god. Jesus. Holy shit. If that was Specs, that might have killed. Wow, incredible. Yeah, this was a divine intervention game. Congratulations to Ponytail. I'm pretty sure Ponytail's gonna take this, yeah. And Ponytail's gonna win. Ponytail's gonna win our first tournament of the Addy donation special tournament of everything. But I want to say good game to Pokedet as well. Like they don't know pronouns. Pokedet did really amazing in this tournament. I didn't know anything about them or anything at the start of this tournament, and every single game has been very well played. And had that Terra gone off in the way that they were looking for it to, because they're saying that they clicked the button and then it didn't go through or something, or maybe it was a misclick or something. Essentially what I'm trying to say is Show teams. Show teams, question mark. Ponytail, if you can go back in the game and click show team, that'd be cool. But yeah, if that went off, then whoops. Okay. Cool. So let's see. This was the team. Terra, Water, Iron Defense. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Makes sense. Good game. Great game, honestly. Ponytail is going to be our reigning champion for the tournament. But again, like I was literally just saying, Pokedet, like, deserves it. Deserves praise. Deserves, you know, well done is what I'm trying to say. Making it to finals and losing out on just a little bit of unfortunateness is no shame at all. I mean, I think you're a very, very good player. When I host a draft league in my server, once my dissertation is done, when I host a full draft league, everyone who just participated in this tournament is very much welcome to partake, because you all were amazing and very, you know, just good sports, and produced some really, really great games. So thank you so much for these matches. That was an intense last game with the Draco miss and with the double Terra. Oh my god, so wild. But that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the donation stream. I've been streaming now for over 2 hours, which is nutty. So yeah, my voice hurts. My voice hurts a lot right now. And I need to make my bed. My bed is completely unmade right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of slept on my unmade bed last night. Like, I didn't have a sheet. I probably should have put a sheet on. So I definitely need to put a sheet on my bed. That's what I'm gonna do. Once I end stream, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's it. One last plug, really quick. Again, congratulations to Ponytail, congratulations to Pokedet. Well played to every single person in the tournament. Please leave a like on the stream. Likes help promote the stream so people can watch the VOD afterwards. So if you are watching right now and have not clicked like, fucking do it. Click like. And then GoFundMe is in the description below. Please donate. It would mean the absolute world to me. I'm so close, just having every little thing done that I need for this orchiectomy to go through. And once I'm done with my dissertation, I could book the consultation, I could set the surgery date, and I'll be set, and it'll be amazing. So please, like, any bit of that, $5, $2, whatever you have to spare, would help me immaculately in that. So love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I really appreciate you all. And I will see you all next stream, next video. PPL video goes up tomorrow. Not to spoil anything, it's a silly game. It's a silly game that it wasn't particularly serious. So what I'm trying to say is you might see a 9-minute video come out tomorrow. Just be prepared for that. Anyway, I will see you all later, and yeah, hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world.